My name is Coach Wiltz. I've been coaching now for going on 23 years. Four of those in South Florida, the rest here in the state of Georgia. I'm currently the defensive coordinator at Riverdale High School. Uh, I've been there right now for going on 4 years. This is actually my third stint in Clayton County Public Schools. We run the 3-5-3. Last year, I don't know if it's some type of record or not, but nobody could score. We shut the whole region up. So that was pretty good for our kids. Our kids just bought into the system. We run the 3-5 because it gives us an opportunity to put more of our athletes on the field. The kids like it because it's a lot of high pressure zone blitz packages and stunts and stuff. So they're not just standing still waiting on somebody to pick them off. Let me see what else. I've been in Clayton County, Cobb County, DeKalb County, Atlanta Public Schools. Where else have I been? I think that's about it. I like the 3-5 because it is fun, it's fast, and it lets our kids play loose, and we basically make it simple so they understand it.
All right, hey, what's going on, man? I'm Coach Mallard. Obviously, this is my YouTube channel, and I really appreciate, all the support that I've gotten so far. I am currently the run game coordinator / OL coach at Goose Creek High School, right outside Charleston, South Carolina. And I really just have a great time making these, and really just would appreciate any more support that you could give me. Looking forward to going up against Coach Wiltz, man. Hopefully, he takes it easy on me here. All right. I'm on the -5. I figured you might not be thinking, hey, he's going to take a shot here. So the reason I also have 4 verts is because your corners are also aligned inside. So I figured I could definitely get those outside releases going on. So we'll hit outside release on the 1. He'll be about 3 yards off the sideline and just take it down the sideline. The number 2 will be running at the top of the numbers. And then the 3 will be running to the field hash. And the 4 will be running what I call a retrace. So he'll be at the top of the he'll be at the top of the numbers, running to about 15, and then he's going to work right directly back down his stem. The A is going to sift up into the line, and then he's going to check out and run a shallow to the left. So how our quarterback will read it is he'll sit and he'll go opposite. So he's a right-handed quarterback, so he'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 on the retrace. If everything's covered, then he can come back down to the A, who will be running that nice little shallow, and then he could be making a ball call as well. The ball call will be if nobody's within 10 yards of him, the quarterback knows he can hit him, so he can get that 5 to 7 to 10 yards. Our offensive line will be running just a big-on-big pass pro, so we'll all set. And then that's our 4 vert play that we're going to run.
Which is, we usually see this at the beginning of the game. So my 2 ends are gonna hit head up. They're in 5 techniques, but they're gonna rush outside, right? My backs have B gaps, so everybody on that second level is running first. But my DBs are gonna backpedal out. I'm not gonna do anything real fancy in the first quarter, really. What we like to do is try to get a feel for the offense. So basically, what we do is let my DBs, of course, be in deep thirds. They're gonna use the sidelines as a friend as a last resort. The mic is going to sit in the hole. My nose guard's going to 2 gap. So I think that's one of the keys to the defense. He's not going to pick a gap because what happens is you just knock your center back and just play off the pressure. That way he doesn't pick a side. But him and the mic are going to work in tandem to keep both those A gaps locked down. If it is a pass, all right, my dogs will read run first. They read the last kind of line of scrimmage. They read run first. My backs will read run first. So there's guys on the second level reading run first. If it's a pass, both my dogs are going to sprint flat back to curl. Both my backs are going to sprint to the hook. We're going to close those windows off. The reason why we sprint the dogs in our base coverage to the flats first and back into the curl is because the quarterback usually doesn't see him coming back into the curl and then the linebacker squeezing the hook curl window closed. We got a lot of picks like that because the quarterback stands up he sees that guy sprinting, but he doesn't see the linebacker, especially the quarterback's not reading, and he's just picking the guy, which is a lot of times what we get. Sometimes we get in the playoffs, we get guys that can actually read. So the back's going to squeeze the curl, and the dog's going to go flat. I'm sorry, the hook. The dog's going to go flat back to curl. The Mike's going to sit in the hole as long as possible. Then he's going to drop to the middle, like the old school Tampa 2. With the safety on the top, and the corner's going to force the receivers to the sideline. By that time, it should be thrown. But my ends are going to work their way upfield and the outside shoulder pass rush. So we're going to kind of let you throw it, with the Mike sitting there and the two backs where you run first. If it's a pass, then we're going to get out of there. Do is quarter applying the pressure, 3-man rush. If we can stick with that. But of course, 3 or 4 or 5 and 6-man pressure is our identity. So what I'm going to do is take that dog to the 4 side, to the single receiver side, like we said. I'm going to run what's called we'll slant the line to the trip. So we'll bring the dog on a delayed blitz. Not too delayed, maybe 1,002. On 2, he's gone. That corner to the single receiver side is going to play off man, and then with that back playing underneath. Now, that swinging A-back does put pressure on us, but my goal is that to the trip side, I'm going to run the same coverage. I'm going to cut the inside off number 1. We'll take the dog and inside number 2, which gives 2 something to think about. He's going to spring flat. But if number 1 vacates, nobody's there, then he's going to get back right underneath it to the curl. That back to the trip side is going to, again, close the hook window. Mike is in the hole basically to the trip side, but the back on the other side is playing underneath everything, so he can't see the swinging back just in case the dog doesn't get there in time. Free safety over the top.
So
good call.
I figured that you'd bring somebody just because you had that dog and that backer on the outside to the single receiver side, and it just wouldn't make any sense to me that you wouldn't bring at least one of them. I did tell Coach that I was going to swing the back before the play, so I wasn't trying to cheat there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you good.
So I'm going to swing the back to the field. We're going to run a read screen where 1 is just going to take his corner. He's going to just run him off. 2 is going to walk off the line looking for the most dangerous man. It looks like their play side dog is going to be the most dangerous. So he's going to walk off the ball, see what he's going to do, and then he'll attack that dog. 3 is going to do the same thing. He's going to walk off the ball, and he's probably going to find that B. So my left tackle and left guard are both going to step down really hard, like they're going to they're going to have a run play, and then they're going to fall back out and get behind that end, and they're going to come flat down the line. Tackle's looking for whoever's next. Could be the backer, could be the free, whoever. The guard's going to come down. He's going to be looking at the tackle. He has to wait until the tackle is in front of him. If the tackle never appears in front of him, then he has to continue flat down the line. If that guard sees the tackle, he's going to whip his head immediately to the right and find somebody in a different colored jersey. The center is going to just set, and then he's going to do what I call help up the field. So he's going to throw the nose guard up the field. My right tackle and right guard are both going to set like a pass pro. Tackle's going to set. He's going to help up field, same thing as a center, but he's going to get out hopefully behind that end, looking for anything that's coming outside flat down the line. Guard's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to set, work outside, working for anybody who's flat down the line. Same thing, if the tackle doesn't get out, then he has to continue flat down the line. The 4 is going to take 2 steps up and retreat immediately. He's going to take, because since we throw so many now screens, he's going to come up, come back, flash his hands as he's working back up under the line of scrimmage, hopefully getting underneath those 2 linemen who are coming out. As for the Q and the A, so like I said, before the snap, I'm going to start my cadence. I'm going to send the A to the field. Q's going to catch it. He's going to be looking directly at the defensive end to the left. If that defensive end slants outside, which coach does have, he's slanting outside pretty hard. Our Q's going to immediately come back and locate the 4. The whole time he's going to be retreating, so he's going to get as much depth as he can, and then hopefully he'll find the number 4 who's going to be coming back up under. The only guy who I see making that play is probably the Mike, because he's unaccounted for. We don't have anybody for him. So I guess I'll take my 4 versus your Mike. Hopefully he's a little bit better, but who knows? It'll work is depending on if that dog, how much press man he's going to be running. We could run him off with number 1, but at the same time, I would like to block him considering he is play side. Then our left tackle he'll be stepping inside, making sure that end doesn't beat him across his face. My left guard and center are going to perform a double team on the nose to that stacked Mike linebacker. Our right guard, he's going to pull around, looking for that B. Now, if that end does slant across his face, then that guard will have to work around that end, working for that one backer on the outside. Our right tackle, he's going to be coming down, making sure that end doesn't cross his face. We don't have anybody for the backside B, so we could run some type of sit route behind him, but I'm not going to have the quarterback read the opposite way. So my A is going to take a slide step down. He's going to be looking at that play side guard, at the pulling guard. And if that guard obviously has to continue around the tackle, then he will follow him. If he's able to squeeze up into that hole, that A will obviously take it and run, following that play side guard. As for my 2, 3, and 4, my 2 is just going to block the dog that's in between the 2 and the 3, and my 3 and 4 are just going to run off, hopefully pulling that free safety in that corner just out of the way anyways. So hopefully I can get my A on coach's corner that's sitting like at safety depth there.
So we're going to run what's called the bam stunt and vice. We're going to vice to your trip side, which means I'm taking my end or nose. It's both going to rip inside. The end away from that is going to rip out. I'm going to bring Mike into the 8 and bring the opposite B back into that B gap. So the corner, dog, and back to your trips, which is going to run basically cover 2, except my corner's going to play a soft 2 to that side, and the corner on the single side receiver, since we got the dog to the single side is running a hard 2 because I bumped the corner inside, basically rolled over into the cover 2. I basically changed the coverage on you, which is something that we usually do. So I'm just going to run a 5-man pressure and try to take away. I'm just going to try to delete your one half of your offensive line, so they can't do anything. And then, of course, the 4-man in coverage to the trip side. Run a twist stunt to the side where the back is not. I'm going to long stick the end down into the A gap and bring the nose outside with the loop stunt, basically a twist. Take Mike and bring him through. He's going to pick the path of least resistance. So I'm trying to get your center, guard, and tackle occupied, and then I'm trying to bring the Mike up the pipeline to get in your quarterback's face. The end away from that is going to hit and just play. He's not trying to rush on field. He's not trying to get inside. He's just trying to step into a guy, make sure nothing gets outside him. Both the dogs that have moved out to basically corner, jam your guys inside. We're trying to funnel everybody inside to those 3 deep guys right there. And let my corner free safety play on the top, play it safe. And then both backs, if they read pass, are just going to try to wall off anything that comes across. Now, if you try to run a crossing route, they're taught not to chase the first guy, which is what gets kids in trouble. So the first guy they chase, then somebody pops up on the other side. So we're gonna try to teach them not to just wall. But if that guy comes across, just pass off the first guy. Second guy, you jumping. By that time, the twist on that bat should have done something.
How I run corner is my 1 and 2. They're gonna run. One's gonna run them off, run the corner off. 2 is gonna run an out route to about 5 yards. We're not looking at that side, so hopefully that doesn't come in to account, especially since it's the last play of the game. We're on the 13-yard line. So our offensive line is just going to work big on big. So we're all going to set. Hopefully my right guard notices that your backer to him isn't coming, so he can hopefully work back and we don't get any pressure. But that's the price you pay for running big on big. So my 3 is going to run a corner route. Since we're inside the 20-yard line, he's going to run his 5 steps, and he's going to break exactly to the back pylon since we're inside the 20. My 4, since we run so many now screens, he's going to pop up 1, 2, come back. He's going to flash his hands. So hopefully that dog will bite on him. And he's going to be looking at where that 3 breaks. So as soon as that 3 breaks to the pylon, the outside pylon, he's going to run directly where that break meets, right? So right where 3 breaks to run to that pylon, 4 is going to run right where that break is. And then the A is going to swing to that to the flat. So our read is going to be, we're going to look at 3, right? So we're going to see what that D and that corner are doing. If they're dropping to that corner, hopefully number 4 will obviously be open, coming in that hard slant where that corner and that D are leaving. And then that A can manipulate that linebacker and pull him out so that 4 really does get open if everybody drops, which I'm assuming they will, considering that it's last play of the game and we're at the 13-yard line. So that's going to be my corner play that I'll hopefully win the game on. Appreciate Coach Wiltz coming on, man. It was a great time. It was super to go against another coach, especially one from Georgia, who I would never have met if it wasn't for this. So I really appreciate Coach Wiltz coming on. Had a great time. Hopefully you did too, Coach. But just want to again say thanks for everybody who watches and who subscribes and who likes and comments. Obviously, I really appreciate it. I'm going to keep putting them out there. So hopefully, y'all keep watching. If you ever want to come on, just come holler at me at Twitter, Coach_Mallard. Super easy to find. Instagram, same thing. Email, mallard.sam@bcsdschools.net is my school email. So just, come holler at me, man. Let me know if I'll gladly put you on, man. We can get it going. All right. Thanks for watching.
My Twitter is at Coach Max Wiltz. So at XWIL. My email, if anybody wants to email me, is just maxwiltz@Clayton. You can just find me at Clayton County Schools, Clayton.K12. There's a Clayton in Alabama that sometimes people get confused. What else she said? Basically last year was probably our least. It was the youngest defense we had since we've been there. But like I said, the thing we did, I think that was the best. I don't know if anybody can use this. I used to give a lot of calls. I used to give a stunt call, a coverage call, all that kind of stuff. I had like 3 or 4 signals I was sitting in. What we did this past year, I think helped us a lot. We just got everything down to 1 call. So once we did that, the kids were able to play a lot faster. They weren't thinking as much. So let's see what else. That's pretty much it, man. Anybody can look me up. Anybody got any questions? Feel free to reach out. Hopefully this helps somebody. And I get more into the 5 and 6 man pressure. If somebody wants to know that.